Yo, thank y'all so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. So ain't nobody gonna start the birthday song or nothing? Ain't nobody gonna start it off? Ain't nobody gonna set it off? Like, that's not what we're doing? But thank y'all so much. It has been a long process in writing this book. Dreams are built overnight. How many people remember when I worked at the Cheesecake Factory? How many people remember? So it was a real thing. I'm more excited about the fact that I wrote the book coming from where I come from. Okay, I worked at the Cheesecake Factory. I was a server, knowing that your life can change over a period of time if you get around the right people. So I felt like it was only fitting to find some of the people who poured into me that have been very, very successful in their careers. Okay, wouldn't that be valuable to hear from some people who have been successful? These are all the people that are really showing me the roadmap. Okay, so give my guests a round of applause, please.
Today is David's birthday. Happy birthday, David. Birthdays just don't happen. You are here for a reason. When Isaiah said, "Listen, O isles, unto me, hearken ye people from afar. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother. He hath made mention of my name." When you are a Christian, you know that while you were in your mother's womb, God called you. The Bible said that when you are in the bowels of your mother, that's when you are an unfertilized egg in the ovaries of your mother, He mentioned your name. The Bible says, before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee, I sanctified thee, ordained you a prophet unto the nations. In other words, before he was born, before he was in the womb, before God said, "Let there be light," there was a book in the mind of God that says dreams are built overnight. What we got to do is, as Christians, as minorities, just as people, we got to start seeing the value inside of us. And when we do that, we will take the necessary risk that we got to do to be successful. I mean, let's be honest. You can't. It's not easy to just quit your job and go out here and start, your own clothing line and company and nonprofit. It's a process. But if you're faithful over the few, you will be ruling over many.
Everything that God created has a purpose. And it's important for each and every one of us to be able to find that purpose within our lifetime, because when you can find your purpose, then you can find your passion. And when you find your passion operating in your purpose, then you can go out and make major profit.
I use the analogy when you used to have to go through these video games, Zelda and such, right? Each level you would pick up a new weapon, right? Each level you would go, you might get a little key, right? Then you might get a little force field. Then you might get a little shield, a sword, right? And at the end of the game, it would always come to a point when you needed all of them tools to beat the level. What's so crazy is you got people trying to skip levels and understand that when you get to the top, if you don't have all the keys and everything it takes, you got to start all the way back over. You don't want to go straight to the top and straight to level 10. You want to build it brick by brick, piece by piece. And if you do it like that, you never have to go down. I don't know what level we're at. In motivational speaking, if you Google us and our company, we probably come up top 5 in the world. I don't know. Let's just say we're at level 7 out of level 10. I promise y'all, we will never have to go back down any levels, because I know how to murder out high schools, right? I know how to go in there and put programs in high schools. I know how to go to colleges and get contracts. I know how to work with Fortune 500s. I know the language they speak. So I never have to go any lower. God's plan is wherever we go from up, and that's on Him. I can't say for sure we're gonna get to level 10, but what I can tell you is 1 through 6, I got that mastered, and I don't never have to go back. So don't get so caught up on level 10. Just focus and master where you at, and the next level will come calling.
Very rarely just ask people to buy stuff unless we're at the kiosk. So I'm going to ask everyone here if this was valuable, if I've ever put on a conference call that you listened to and you were inspired, or you've been to a workshop, or even tonight, I would ask you to buy a book. Books are only $20. I'll sit here and sign them all night, but we appreciate the support, not only for me, but for all the people's lives it's going to change, okay? If you have somebody in mind that you think could use a book, get them a book. once you believe that this book can really help people, you don't mind asking people to support it. I think a lot of times we see people, we see where they are, and they're like, yo, I want to do that. Like a lot of people probably look at Dave and say, man, I want a store, I want a kiosk, man, I want to do this, I want a tour, but they don't understand the grind it took. They don't understand all the hours that they put in, all the prayers, you know what I'm saying? They don't really see that. They see the end product. And so what Dave is telling you throughout this book is that the process was something that where he said, God, this is what I'm finna do. I hope you like it. I'm about to represent you and put forth my best abilities, and I trust you gonna bless it. And listen to me, when you rocking with God, you rocking with the best.
See, when you lack direction, even though you have desire, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to achieve your goals. And that's what this book does. It gives you some direction for you to be able to succeed and to get to where you want to get to in life.
When they say your dream is not real, remember that thing that's nagging at you, that thing that keeps you up at night, that thing that wakes you up in the morning, that thing that drives you, that dream that's in your mind, it's in your heart, it's in your soul, that's not yours. That was put in you by an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, eternal God that loves you. And if He put it in you, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving your dreams. They're built overnight. Go get them.